99 Souls, Destiny's Child and Brandy. The Girl Is Mine on KMFM, 8:05 Thursday night. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook this evening, KMFM Official. We're also on Snapchat under the same name. Hi to Tom, to Crystal, to Julie, everyone else getting involved tonight. Now let's talk about Jonas Blue. He's one of the most exciting new names in music at the moment. So when he released his cover of Tracy Chapman's Fast Car, or should I say reworking of Tracy Chapman's Fast Car, it shot straight to number one. It was everywhere. Now his new single Perfect Strangers looks to do exactly the same, and he joins me on the show this evening.
KMFM.
So on the hit list this evening, I am joined by Jonas Blue. How are you?
What's up? How you doing?
I am very, very good. Your new track, Perfect Strangers, it sounds massive every single time I play it on the show. It must always be scary to try and follow up a massive debut, because Fast Car pretty much took over when it was released. How do you feel now that Perfect Strangers is out in the world?
Yeah, I'm over the moon. It's amazing for people to hear original music from me, essentially, and I do come from that songwriting and production background, so yeah, I'm just really glad that everyone loves Perfect Strangers, and it's doing well. Yeah.
How did the track come about?
It came about initially, I'm a musician, so the very first thing you hear on Perfect Strangers is obviously that riff, the boom, 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 boom. I initially came up with that, just sitting at the piano, and I had the instrumental done quite soon. After that, I knew that I needed to write a song that was slightly different, because the music is obviously quite different, especially to Fast Car as well. But I remember I was travelling at the time, and the instrumental was actually sent to JP Cooper, and he sent back this idea that it just sounded amazing. The concept was there, and it was a great idea, and it was when I came back from being on the road that we wrote the second verse together, and we wrapped up the chorus. It needed tightening up, and the real idea was obviously to just get this whole story of perfect strangers essentially across in the song, and I think I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Are you one of these guys who can play loads and loads of instruments, like put something in front of you and you'd learn it within like an hour? Kind of,
yeah. I play quite a few things.
Go on then, what do you play? Let's list them.
Well, my first instrument was a flute.
Okay, standard. So not a recorder. Like, is that primary school level?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. I was quite heavily involved in playing the flute. I'd done all my grades on that and studied a lot of music theory, and I actually got into playing piano myself. I didn't have any lessons or anything like that. I was just purely self-taught, and I think obviously coming from the music background it helped. But yeah, I can play most things actually, apart from guitar.
Apart from guitar, what's the weirdest instrument that you can play?
I can play a Quaker.
What on earth is it? Oh, what's it called? A Quaker?
Quaker.
It sounds a bit dodgy, to be fair, but what on earth is a Quaker?
It's a Brazilian percussion drum, and it sounds like a monkey.
Okay, because we need one of those.
Everyone needs a Quaker, but it comes in really handy when you're needing like some weird percussion sounds. You wouldn't even know it's there, but it just kind of fills up the record.
Everybody needs a Quaker. That's a sentence that I didn't think that I'd ever hear in my life. Are we going to hear some Quaker in an upcoming Jonas Blue album?
Possibly.
Is Quaker do you think that that's the future of sort of dance music, the Quaker?
Well, the cowbell wasn't it?
That's true, actually.
For a moment.
If the cowbell could do it. So from cowbells to monkey sounds on the Quaker.
Exactly.
We're going full animalistic.
KMFM.
Massive shout out to Rochella and Shaz on the way home from Thorpe Park on the Twitter, and we will get back to chatting to Jonas Blue right after this. It's Fast Car on KMFM. The breakthrough track for Jonas Blue, his reworking of Tracy Chapman's Fast Car. You're on the hit list, you're on KMFM listening to Glen Scott Higher. Hope you're good, hope your Thursday's been good. Downhill Slope to the Weekend is on. Gonna play you Jonas Blue's new single Perfect Strangers in a sec, but first the man himself is on the show this evening.
KMFM.
You must be DJing all over at the moment. It must be like rapidly growing, the amount of gigs you're doing. So obviously, like from my experience in nightclubs, you do see a lot of weird things go on because everyone's in a different world. So from the DJ decks, what's the strangest thing, radio friendly obviously, that you've ever seen happen on a dance floor?
I had it was probably in the booth actually. This guy was shouting at me from the dance floor. I thought he wanted a picture, and then he comes into the DJ booth, takes his top off and wants me to sign his back.
But
so I signed his back.
That seems counterproductive though, because I suppose you can't it would wash off, especially if you're in like a sweaty
he wasn't
gig.
going to wash.
Oh, but he wouldn't even know. You could write anything because nobody ever sees their back, really.
I should have. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I signed his back.
Did you actually sign his back?
Yeah, I actually signed his back. So
that's amazing. Did he have a Sharpie with him? Was it permanent?
Yeah. It was all. He literally came up to me with a Sharpie and was like, "Can you sign my back?"
Oh wow, that's confident.
Definitely. I was like, "Oh, okay."
With newer artists, we like to do something called quickfire questions, which is where we kind of get to know you a lot better, but without you need to answer these questions, but without thinking. Can we do that with you?
Okay, let's do it.
So your favourite musician?
Stevie Wonder.
Favourite meal?
I'm going to go with Italian.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Kanye or Jay-Z?
Kanye.
Do you have a hidden talent?
I'm really good at finding new talent.
Wow.
If that's on.
That works. A talent.
Talent.
Yeah. Batman or Superman?
Superman.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Call or text?
Call.
Favourite TV show?
Kenan and Kel.
Oh, good choice. Let's take a pause out of that for a second. Did you hear the rumours that apparently they're remaking it?
I know. But I'm so excited.
But do you think they actually would? Do you think it will be anywhere near as good?
No.
Because they're a bit older now, so I can't imagine Kenan as like an accountant.
But they look
or something.
the same age. Have you seen them? They look
That's
really
true,
good.
actually.
Yeah.
Favourite film?
I'm going to say Rocky.
Rocky, good shout. Favourite subject when you were at school?
Music.
Download or actual CD?
I'm in the new age, so download.
Most embarrassing moment you've had in your career or life so far? We've got something in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Is it radio friendly?
No.
I mean, you can swap words out.
I'm going to say Falling Over.
Falling Over.
Gig.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, how many people were there?
No one saw, thank God.
Oh, so that doesn't count. In my head, I'm like, what were you...
the security guy saw, so yeah.
Okay.
I still look like an idiot.
I still think that you've got something that you're not telling me, especially when you instinctively broke into laughter when I said, but we'll leave it
Definitely
there.
Not.
We'll save that.
No,
okay,
definitely
we'll
not.
save that. Before I get kicked off by the plugger, we will save that for another time.
We'll save it for another time, yeah.
Perfect. Well, cheers for chatting today.
Thank you.
Any chance you're coming down to Kent soon to play any gigs?
Hopefully. I've got a few UK gigs, but none in Kent yet. I'm obviously super busy around the world, so yeah, we're just trying to find time. But yeah, no doubt I'll be down there.
Definitely try and work it in. Well, I'm going to hit play on Perfect Strangers now. Can I leave you to introduce it?
Sure. Hey, what's up? This is Jonas Blue, and you're checking out my new single, Perfect Strangers, featuring JP Cooper.
KMFM.
You were looking at me like you wanted to